Welcome to Bree and Mandy's moon ritual. It's the new moon. We'll be setting a new intention today. But first, we'd like to open with a chant. This chant is an homage, a reverence to the moon. You're welcome to chant along or just take it in and listen. So find a comfortable seat, and if you'd like, you could close your eyes. Take a couple breaths to arrive. You need not change your breath. You can let your breath be organic and natural. As you arrive here, sense into the parts of your body making contact with the ground, with the earth. I'll chant Om Cham Chandrāya Namaha 4 times, beginning with an inhale. Om Cham Chandrāya Namaha. Om Cham Chandrāya Namaha. Om Cham Chandrāya Namaha. Om Cham Chandrāya Namaha. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Rest in the silence. And if you'd like, you could bring your hands to heart center, pressing your thumbs into your sternum. Leave a little space in your palms. The space can be a place for your intention today. If you'd like to bow your head towards your heart, I invite you to do so. And return to the community space when you're ready. Welcome. So the new moon, we're seeing it in a creative energy that's ruled by Mars. Mars is typically a very fiery planet, but in this case, its energy is giving creative ability and softness. It's an auspicious place for the moon to be for any creative endeavor or activity. So if there's something on your heart that you're wanting to create or something you want to wish for, holding that in your hands as your intention today will be helpful. I'm gonna say hi to Bree. She's here with us, and then we'll be moving into our asana practice, and she'll be leading us through the activity. Hi, Bree.
Thank you, Mandy. Thank you for that wonderful chant and centering. I'm ready to get going with our ritual and have a great activity, a simple activity, but something that I think will help us to maybe organize our thoughts and what we might want to get creative with this time around.
I love it. We'll start with our asana practice so that we can get into our body. So when it's time for Bree's activity, we are coming from a more present and embodied place, from a more intuitive place. The moon is intuition. The moon is mother. It's nurturing. It's the way we feel about things, what we like and what we don't like. The moon helps us know these things. So when we come into our yoga practice, it gives us an opportunity to tap in or touch a little closer to our intuition. Then our activity, we can see more clearly what is for us from the inside rather than the outside. Let's get into it. Let's start in child's pose with knees apart and big toes together. If you'd like a block or a blanket underneath your forehead, that could be helpful. Or you could stack 2 fists on top of each other. Walk your hands forward if you'd like. And sit your hips back. We'll take 3 to 5 breaths here, depending on your own breath cycle. Beginning to lead the breath. Breathe into your backside body. Expand your ribs laterally with each inhale. There's no need to rush here. We can take our time. Today's practice will be focused on grounding and setting a foundation for the seeds that we want to plant for this moon cycle. So we'll take a few extra breaths here just to give ourselves a moment to tap in if there's something calling to you that you would like to plant or wish for. Let's take one more deep inhale together. Exhale it all out. Hug your belly button towards your spine. And rock forward up into tabletop. Tuck your toes under and press yourself back to down dog. Walk your dog here. If this is your first dog of the day, bend one knee and then the other. Come up onto your tiptoes and reach your hips up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, draw your heels toward the ground and draw your heart towards your mat. Inhale, rock forward into a plank pose. Isometrically pull your hands and toes together. Take an inhale here. Exhale, lower all the way down. Come onto the tops of your feet. Press down into the earth with your hands. Lift your chest and chin for cobra. Exhale, come down. Press yourself up through plank and back to down dog. Warming our body up. Let's come forward one more time. Rock into plank. Exhale, lower all the way down. Come onto the tops of your feet. Lift your chest and chin forward and up. Exhale, return. Press down into the earth to push yourself up into plank and back to dog. Take an inhale as you lift your right leg up. Bring your knee past your nose and plant your foot between your hands. Lower your left knee to the ground. Press down into your right foot to hinge from the hips up. You can lift your arms up here. One full breath here. Imagine you have roots growing from the bottom of your right foot. As you take your next inhale, drive those roots down as you lift your left knee into crescent. Take a breath here. Exhale, fingertips to a block or your mat, and step back. Three-legged dog. Return your right foot to the mat. Take a breath here. Find your foundation, a foundation that you're planting your seeds into. Inhale, left leg up and back. Knee passes nose to plant your left foot onto your mat between your hands. Lower your right knee. Inhale, lift up all the way. Reach up to the heavens as you drive your feet down to the ground. Press firmly into your left foot as if you're growing roots down, down, down into the ground as you lift your right knee, crescent. Keep pressing down and hugging everything into the center line for balance. One more breath here. Exhale, fingertips to the mat. Step back to down dog. Take a full breath cycle here. Lower your knees. Sit back to child's pose, any variation of your choice. We'll rest here for our Shavasana. So if you would like a different Shavasana for the next 2 or 3 minutes, you could move into a more traditional or even a Supta Baddha Konasana, a butterfly. But we'll take a short Shavasana, about 2 or 3 minutes of quiet witnessing of our own breath. You can release control of your breathing. Let your body breathe you. The new moon is about planting seeds, but it may be that your seed is to prune something back, is to subtract something. Whatever your intention, whatever is coming up for you, you can trust your intuition. You can know what's best for you and what you need. In our last few moments of our mindful Shavasana, allow your body to relax a little more. As you feel ready, begin to deepen your breath and slowly move out of your Shavasana shape, whatever that was today. Do this slowly, moving to your easy seat, Sukhasana. Sukha means ease. And before we move into our activity, I'll invite you to close your eyes. Allow your body to recalibrate to your new upright position. And blink your eyes open as you're ready to begin.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Um, if I didn't feel grounded before, I definitely feel it now. I feel very steady in my body. Um, and I'm glad we had that little bout of renewal there. Definitely feeling my heart pumping with the lunge with the crescent, but I felt very strong in my body. So kind of surprised me how strong I felt. That was a nice surprise. So for our activity today, I put together a journaling activity. So you'll need a journal, something to write with. I always have different colors of pens just because I like to use colors to represent uh, different things, but you could just easily use a pen or pencil in whatever color you have. So we're going to start with this journaling activity. I'm going to add in a little bit of breathing practice. Going to kind of go back and forth, centering in our bodies, writing what comes up. And then I thought I would end with a tarot card reading for this new moon, seeing what the cards have in store for us in our manifestations, what we want to bring forth this season. If you've got your journal open to a blank page, I'm first going to have you write um, 5 different words along a column and then 3 different sections of rows, if that makes sense. Basically, from the top to the bottom on the left side of your page, you're going to write a space for person. So you'll write the word person as that first row. The second row, so if you want to leave some space, the second row is place. And then leave some more space. The third row is thing. Some more space. The fourth row is habit. And then lastly, feeling. Okay, so that's on the left side of the page, person, place, thing, habits, and feeling. And then so on the top of the page, we're going to create columns. So the first column will be let go. So just write that, let go. The second column will be with. And then the third column is manifest. Okay, so I'll show you what mine looks like. The rows and columns there. So you can put your journal down in front of you, and we're just gonna sit with these words for a little bit. We're gonna go through each column, and then, like I said, in between each column, and we'll start as well with a breathing practice that's called Nadi Shodhana. So it's also called alternate nostril breathing. So while we're doing, and I'll coach you through the first couple rounds of Nadi Shodhana, and then I'll just kind of let you do it on your own in your own pace. And so this first round of Nadi Shodhana, thinking about a person, uh, and not necessarily a person that you want to let go, but maybe something about your relationship with that person that you'd like to let go of. As we are doing a few rounds of this Nadi Shodhana and thinking about this person and maybe a person we want to let go of or an aspect of our relationship with this person, just keep in mind any part of your relationship in all of these rows, these words. You'll see kind of a theme as we go along. We'll start off where you'll bring your hand and you can your first 2 fingers, your pointer finger and your middle finger down, having your thumb and your ring finger out. You're going to close your right nostril with your thumb and breathe in through the left nostril. And at the top of your in breath, you're going to close the left nostril, open the right, breathe out through the right nostril. And then keeping that finger there, you're going to breathe in through the right nostril. And then switch the fingers, closing the right nostril, blow out through the left nostril. So an easy way to remember is that after every inhale, you're going to switch fingers. So exhaling through the right nostril, inhale through the right nostril, and switch your fingers and exhale through the left nostril. So I'll take you through one more time. Inhaling through the left nostril. Switch fingers and exhale through the right nostril. Inhale through the right nostril. Switch fingers and exhale through the left. So going at your own pace. Maybe try to bring to mind this person. And just for now, just thinking about the person, anything that comes up about the relationship with this person. And the next time you exhale through the left nostril, you can bring your hand back down. And then we're just going to write anything that came up that you'd like to let go of. And you can write that in a word. You could choose any color that might have represented what came up. You can get creative with it. And so each one of these is going to go a little bit fast because I don't want us to think about it too much. I want it to be more of an intuitive thing. So just writing down what comes up, not trying to make any sense of it. Um, so go ahead and finish your thoughts about this person.
Are we just doing the let go, or are we doing all 3 columns for it? Just the let go?
Just to let go, yeah. Okay, and then next we're gonna move into the next row, which is place. So coming back to that Nadi Shodhana, again, placing your thumb on your right nostril and starting to inhale through the left. And exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. And exhale through the left. Continuing to breathe this way. Think of a place that either your relationship to this place, something about it that you'd like to let go of. Or maybe just a place in general that you'd like to let go of. Maybe it's somewhere that you went, you thought you wanted to go and realized it wasn't for you. And on your next exhale through the left nostril, come back to your journal and write down anything that came up. Letting go of a place or a part of your relationship with that place, maybe just a part of that place. And then we'll move on to the next row, a thing. So, um, when I first came up with this activity, the first thing that came up to me was person, place, and thing. It's pretty common categories. But when I was thinking of things, it's such a broad category. Um, but I guess I was thinking more of, like things that we hold on to, like not necessarily meaning that we're a hoarder of any type, but I'm sure all of us can think of some things that might put us on that spectrum of hoarding. So just keep that in mind, and we'll come back to Nadi Shodhana, bringing that thumb to the right nostril, inhaling through the left nostril, and going through your rounds of Nadi Shodhana, thinking about this thing or maybe group of things that you could let go of. Or maybe it's just a part of that thing. Maybe it's a part of your relationship with that thing, some kind of judgment towards that thing or how that thing makes you feel. Is there anything that comes up that you could let go of? And on your next exhale through the left nostril, go ahead and pick up your pen and write down anything that came up. Okay, and moving on to the next row. So this is a habit. It could be a good habit, could be a bad habit, anything that comes to mind. Again, we'll come back to that Nadi Shodhana at your own pace. Take a few rounds. So this could be a specific habit that you'd like to let go of. Could be just an aspect of that habit, maybe the timeliness or the need to control the habit. Maybe you could let go of that. Just imagine your relationship to this habit. Maybe there's something there that could be let go of. And when you're ready, you can come back to your page and write down anything that came up. Okay, and then in the last row, we have feeling. So again, bringing to mind any feeling or a relationship, any part of your relationship to that feeling. Starting to take those inhales through one nostril, exhale through the opposite. It could be a good feeling, a bad feeling. There's also no reason to judge what type of feeling it is. When you're ready, you can come back to your page and write down anything that came up that you'd like to let go of. So I chose Nadi Shodhana for this column because I feel like whenever I think about letting go of something, it gets me a little bit off balance. I tend to, let go of is kind of in itself a negative, whether it's negative or positive, it's a letting go. So you're releasing, and so it's it brings the body into this like a state of lack. So I just wanted to keep us a little bit more balanced. This next column, be with. This column I want to bring about our ability to do that, be with each of these things in each row. So we're just going to sit here for a minute and be with our body, be with, you can even look at what you wrote down and be with that. Or if you'd like to, you can close your eyes. And the breath practice here is just to observe the natural breath, and observe how your body feels in your natural breath. And if you feel like you've gone a little bit towards the heavens, towards the skies, bring yourself back down into your seat. Notice how your seat feels on the ground, specifically any parts of your body touching the ground. Imagine that those roots that we were imagining through our feet before, those roots are coming down through our seat. And when you feel grounded and ready, you can open your eyes if you close them. And we'll come to the first row, thinking again about this person, your relationship to this person, and looking at what you've already written down. Write down anything that comes to mind that you can be with, something that you can be present with this person, with your relationship with this person. And just let, even if it's the easiest thing that comes to mind, just write it down. And write it in words. You can draw it with a color. For this part of the activity, just at your own pace, you can go through each row. Once you're done, once you feel ready and done with the person, then move down to the place. And same thing, writing down any part of this place that you can be with, um, any part of your relationship with that place, or just what feels easiest about that place to be with. And then on and on, thing, habit, feeling, and just take your time I'll give you 3 or 4 minutes to complete this part of it. I'll give you 1 more minute. And again, just trying to write down whatever comes to mind without judging what's being written and without trying to analyze what it might mean. So then I will come to the last column there, the manifest. And this one, we're going to go back to focusing on each row individually. And so with this column, the manifest column, I'd like you to, again, think of, for the first row, we're thinking of that same person or your relationship with that person, your relationship to any part of that person. Maybe it's how that person makes you feel or how you make that person feel. I'd like you to feel into what might manifest out of this relationship. Maybe it's more space between you and the person, or maybe it's coming together more so, collaborating with this person or with this relationship towards the feelings towards this person. What I'd like to try is you'll bring your hands to your sides. And we're going to do 3 deep breaths where you inhale your arms out to the sides and up, looking up towards your hands. And then exhale, coming back down the same way we came up. So going out to the sides and back down towards your hips. Again, a deep inhale through the nose, looking up towards your hands. And exhaling down, nice and wide and big. And one more time, inhaling, trying to imagine what you want to manifest with this person. And exhaling back down. And then grabbing your pen and write down anything that comes to mind. And then moving on to the next row. So coming back to that place that came up. Um, Thinking about what you'd like to manifest about this place, your relationship to this place. Again, bringing your hands down to your sides. We'll take a deep inhale through the nose, look up towards your hands. Exhale down to the side. Again, inhale out and up. And exhale out and down. And one more time. Inhale nice and wide, imagining whatever wants to be manifested with this place, your relationship to it. And exhaling all the way down, grabbing your pen and writing what comes to mind. Okay, and moving on to the next row, the thing, bringing that thing to mind, whatever comes to mind and what you want to manifest with this thing, whether that's letting go of it completely or creating a new relationship with it. Bring your hands down to your sides. We'll inhale out and up, filling your lungs, letting your body expand. Exhaling out and down, releasing what needs to be released from your body. Inhale out and up. Exhale out and down. And one more time, a deep inhale, scooping up whatever needs to come forth with this thing. And exhaling back down into your body, into the ground, grabbing your pen and writing down whatever comes to mind. Okay. Two more rows to go. So the next one, the habits. So bringing that habit back to mind and thinking of some way you'd like to manifest maybe a different feeling towards the habit, a different relationship with it. Bring your arms down to your sides and we'll do a deep inhale out and up and exhale out and down. Deep inhale out and up. Thinking about this habit and how we want to look at it differently, exhaling out and down. And one more time, inhale up and exhale down. Coming back to your page and writing down what comes up. Okay, and then the final row, feeling. So bringing back whatever feeling came to mind, imagining what might manifest from this feeling. Again, whether that's letting it go, learning how to let go of this feeling, or maybe manifesting a new relationship with it. So bringing your arms one more time out to the side and inhaling, big circle up, looking up towards your hands, and exhaling out and down. Maybe imagine scooping this feeling up with your arms, Bringing it up towards the heavens and then exhaling it back down to the ground. And one last breath out and up. And exhaling down towards yourself and towards your journal and writing down whatever came up for you. So with this type of activity, it's similar to the type of journaling where you just write down everything that comes to mind, which is highly recommended by multiple different genres of people to do, whether it's in the morning or in the evening to relax your mind and let go of anything that might be causing what we call rajas in the mind. So really, this is not a type of activity that we want to go back and analyze, which is why I was asking you not to do it throughout the practice. So try your best not to. I mean, I think Mandy and I always come to some clarifications with all the activities that we do, which is part of why we do it. Um, yeah, as best as you can, just doing the practice itself is going to work its magic, and there's no need to go back and try and make anything of it. It's already making of it what it wants to, what it needs to. So, is there anything you want to share, Mandy?
Yeah, that just brought to mind of like change happens like on our dawning awareness, like becoming aware like is enough. So I really appreciate that reminder because I have this tendency. We also sometimes share like what's on the page and what stood out. And, I'm looking at that. And then also with the reminder of like, it's okay for this just to be here. I do want to reflect the manifest practice was I had a lot of fun with that. We were talking before we started recording and some of those things came up and they weren't necessarily related to what I needed to let go of or what I needed to be with, but whatever was coming up for me is what I put on the page. And so it was really fun. And I'm going to share one that I needed to be with. It was actually the place. I didn't have a place to let go of. I couldn't think of one. And so I let that be okay. The place I want to be with is home. I've been traveling all summer and I think there's this longing to be home. But actually, it took it a little bit deeper with the manifestation. And that's where I really felt the feelings of home because it's more than home. It's like my home yoga studio. It's where I'm sharing yoga right now. It's like my dharma. It's what like I feel like my path is. And so as I was breathing in, it was like I was scooping up all of the good energy and all of the dreams that I have and was like bringing them closer to home, as in home is the heart, as in moon is home. Um, so yeah, I loved this practice. Last thing I want to say about it is it was interesting how the more we went on, the clearer, the easier things came. Like in the beginning, the first ones I'm like was kind of grasping or struggling to come up with, but the more we got into the Nadi Shodhana and the organic breath and the practices, it just started to flow out of me. So thank you for this practice.
Good. I'm glad I hear a lot of passion in your reflection and
Yeah.
especially with the yoga. So thank you for sharing all of that.
Thank you for this brilliant activity. I really enjoyed it. There's still space for you too to share if there's anything you want to share.
I mean, same as you. I had a hard time at first, especially this is the first time giving an activity to the camera
Yeah.
rather than just to you on camera. And so So at first I was like, "Oh, I don't even think I'm gonna do this activity because I can't I can't do two things at once because I was so focused on the teaching." But then I just like let myself eventually do it and not worry about like what I wrote down. And really it's very minimal what I wrote down, but it's still by the end really I think meant a lot and some good clarifications came up. Like I can share that in my manifestations, it was like halfway releasing and halfway manifesting more mindfulness towards each of the things that came up in each category. So maybe that's part of just who I am trying to balance it, or maybe that's just a reflection of the balance that I have going on right now. I don't know. But so I thought for this practice we could do something a little fun to end and just we're just gonna do one card. Sometimes we'll draw multiple, but today we're just gonna do one
Yeah.
for the new moon. So I'm just gonna shuffle these for us a little bit.
While you shuffle them and get us ready, I will remind anybody watching that we do these for the full moon and the new moon. And if you'd like to be a fly on the wall in our moon ritual, as we move forward to align with the cosmos, align with our greater truth and who we are, we'd love to have you around here. So thank you for hitting the subscribe and the like button. Like and you can subscribe. That'd be my favorite thing to say ever.
Okay, so what we're our focus maybe for this new moon, I'll show you first. Six of Wands. I pulled it upside down for you. Sorry about that. Six of Wands. There are different meanings for pulling an upside down versus right side up, but we're not going to get into that too much.
Is it upside down for me and then it's right side up for you?
No, it's right side up for all of us.
Okay, all right.
I already decided that before I drew it. So my tarots are called the Light Seers Tarot. And so there's a list of words that comes with the Six of Wands card for the Light Seer. And the words are badass success, leadership, accomplishments, being seen, becoming an influencer, victory,
You can subscribe.
optimism, and inspiring others, which I think me and Mandy are just laughing because these are things we talk about pretty often when we talk about sharing our rituals and our yoga with people. I think we mostly want to do it to inspire others to just make a change to be better. So I'm not going to read the whole thing. If you want to look into the Six of Wands, you can, but it does come with a mantra, which is I am worthy of this success and I am grateful that I am seen.
Hmm.
I am worthy of this success and I am grateful that I am seen. I think I might need to write that down and put it up for
Yeah,
myself.
it's very in line with some of my manifestations. The top word under the manifestation list is seen. So
Okay.
I think that's very interesting. A number of these things kind of lead to that wanting to feel success. I didn't write down success, but I did write down confidence. And I think when we have our confidence, we're having some success somewhere or, we're about to. So, yeah, that landed.
Well, thank you for everyone who's joined us today, and we hope to see you back for the full moon ritual that we'll put together. Every ritual is unique in its own way, And we'll always have different types of activities and different sequences of yoga that you can follow along with us. So, thank you, Mandy.
Thank you, Bree. Thanks for being here.